Have you ever tried to read a UTF-8 encoded text file only to be met with an error? It's frustrating, right? If that's you, then you're in the right place. Today we're diving into why the function locale.getpreferredencoding returns ANSI x3.4-1968 instead of UTF-8. I completely understand how annoying it is when you expect your code to work seamlessly, but instead you hit a wall with encoding errors. You're definitely not alone in this struggle. Many developers face similar issues when dealing with text files. Here's the specific situation we're looking at. One user recently asked, why does locale.getpreferredencoding return ANSI x3.4-1968 instead of UTF-8? They mentioned that when they try to read UTF-8 encoded text files using the open function, they encounter an error saying the ASCII codec can't decode some characters. Sound familiar? Let's explore this together. So what could be causing this issue? The problem often lies in the system's locale settings and how Python interprets them. We'll break it down step by step so you can understand what's happening under the hood. And don't go anywhere. I've got a crucial tip at the end that will help you avoid these encoding issues in the future. To address the issue of locale.getpreferredencoding returning ANSI x3.4-1968, the user should first check their system's locale settings. This can be done by running the locale command in the terminal. Next, the user should ensure that the environment is set to use UTF-8 encoding. This can be done by setting the lang and LCC type environment variables appropriately. After adjusting the locale settings, the user should restart their terminal or session to apply the changes. This ensures that the new settings take effect. Finally, the user can test the encoding by running their Python script again. They should now be able to read UTF-8 encoded text files without encountering the ASCII codec error. Did you know? The term ASCII stands for American Standard Code for Information Interchange. It's been around since the 1960s, but today we have much more powerful encoding options like UTF-8. Now, let's look at the answers provided by other users. One user found a solution by installing all locales. They ran the command apt install locales all to resolve the issue. Now, let's shift our focus to a different response. This user explains that Python respects the Unix locale system, which can sometimes lead to issues if the environment variables are set to non-UTF-8 values. They suggest checking these variables and changing them to support Unicode. For a quick fix in Python 3.7 and later, you can set the Python UTF-8 environment variable to 1, or you can reconfigure standard output to UTF-8 early in your script. Now, let's dive into a different answer from another user. This user points out that the error message might be misinterpreted. They emphasize the importance of distinguishing between Unicode decode errors and encode errors. They suggest that if you're opening a file with UTF-8 encoding, the issue may arise from how the print function handles output. They offer two alternative solutions, using the binary stream to write directly to standard output or re-encoding standard output to UTF-8. They also mention that if the terminal cannot display UTF-8 text, it may show question marks or garbled characters, which is outside Python's control. Here's the crucial tip I promised. Always check your locale settings before working with text files. This simple habit can save you a lot of headaches down the line. And there you have it. You should now have a better understanding of why locale.getpreferredencoding returns ANSI x3.4-1968 and how to fix those pesky encoding errors. If you found this helpful, hit the subscribe button for more tips, and don't miss our bonus tip on handling text files.